Let's take a look. A lot of players that we're not used to seeing on the channel here playing through. Rhino reinforcements coming out for foreign. Or forgotten, even. Q. Grabbing what? What was that? Giant specialist. Wow, not something we see in a lot of tournaments. He may have picked that just because the opening card is so strong. It's 500, 600, 700 worth of units. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, both have 700 worth of units. I'm pretty sure that's how it's balanced. But I do like this pickup. He's got to be thinking that he's sitting pretty sweet here with these units. Of course, Phoenix do one-shot tanks. Wow, Forgotten. Actually going with another early game headbutt. We've seen it work well in the past. Both players have a lot of cash here. If I was huge TV, I would most likely go with just a lot of chaff, you know? Having some more units on the field that these Phoenix are shooting at that aren't my tanks or snipers, both of those are very valuable units. Yeah, he does. He goes with some crawlers. Not a bad choice. Forgotten could do something interesting here and actually grab some more crawlers, or I don't know. His units are all fast, so you don't want to grab anything too slow. Arc lights. Okay. I guess Forgotten kind of sniffed it out. He does play a lot of Slay the Spire, I would assume. This could help. Oh, and the headbutt is going to land pretty well here. No, instead opting for another unit of Phoenix. He unlocked the Arc Light, but he didn't purchase it, which might give us an indication as to what it is that he's hoping to play with in the next round. These Phoenix aren't in a great spot, though. At least on the right. On the left, they're going to deal a lot of damage, unless they get distracted by crawlers. You hate to see it. Here comes the sniper. This sniper will die to the crawlers, but I don't think he's too worried about that at this point. Having a devastating win in the center just means he'll have enough tanks to easily clean up these crawlers once the tower dies. Oof. Oh no, this one hero sniper. He might get another crawler, but I don't think he will. Oh gosh, dude, you should have been running with the tanks. Tanks are your best friend. The tanks are starting to turn, though. And as their guns come online, they do have a little bit of splash damage. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to clean up these level 1 crawlers. Forgotten taking a little bit of damage here, a little bit more than you normally see. At the beginning, he's still in the lead a bit by HP. And remember, his power spike is coming later. Subsidized Mustang here for Forgotten. Interesting. Mustang Arclight is a vibe. What's Q going to pick up here? I'd like to see... Actually, all of these are pretty darn good cards. We'll take a look here in a minute. Remember, he's at 400 gold. These Phoenix are kind of out and unsupported. Do I see another unit of Mustang? Or do we see an Arclight? Arclight would be okay. These crawlers are so much quicker than the rest of his army. Instead, going with Mustang. Mustang deal with crawlers fairly well. They don't clean them up. They're not like a unit of tanks or an Arclight, but they deal with it fairly well, and they have more range. So they're a little bit more useful in that case. Weird little bug here. There we go. Just try and get rid of that. Huge sitting on a lot of cash. He only has 3 units unlocked, too. I'd like to see him pick up some more units that can deal a little bit more damage. He has significant single point damage, but he's relying on just these 3 snipers to shoot up, and there are 6 Phoenix on the field. That's going to be a lot for him to deal with. Getting 3 units, what is it? Arc lights? Okay. Hey, I could get down with 3 units of arc lights. No, only getting 2. And something else. Do we see something on the flanks? No, these crawlers are going to rush in unopposed, though. And that's going to put the nail in the coffin here for Forgotten. There's no way he can come back from this. After losing these 2 towers, all of his units will fall super quickly. He had a fighting chance at first, but that's why I like the crawlers, man. They can, that crawler card can really catch you unopposed. And Forgotten's going to have a real bloody nose after this. boom goes the dynamite. Taking him down to, ooh, just over half health. That is unfortunate. Hey, but there's the Rhino. This could be the story of the comeback kid. The Rhino with the amplifying core would be phenomenal. Having a long-ranged unit with charged ammo does deal quite well. Forgotten just saying, nah, I need the cash, bro. I gotta make it happen. Grabbing 2 more level 2 Rhinos. Alrighty, now it's a game. Let's get some fisticuffs in here. Huge ended up taking the cash last time. Did he take the cash? I don't see anything on any of his units. Normally it does slot in, yeah. Alright, Rhino, Rhino, Rhino. Rhino. I'd be a little nervous here. It is in range. A Rhino right here is not in range of those snipers. That could make a difference. This Rhino is not going to be backed up by pretty much anything. Not great. Rhinos unsupported don't do well for themselves normally. Of course, them being level 2, they have 38,000 health. How much damage does he do? 2,000 a shot. Yeah, it's going to take him a long time to kill a Rhino. But that Rhino can get distracted and plinked down eventually. Huge going for steel balls. Yeah, he had to be thinking like, hey, what do I do when a whole bunch of Rhino are on my doorstep? I'm just going to pick some steel balls. He knew that there'd be at least 1 Rhino. And he also knew that this is most likely the area to put it because this flank is so much more heavily contested. I do like that the units just absolutely munch things on the field. Oh my god, this Rhino is going to be able to take him out though. This one's going to take a lot of damage. This level 2 sniper dealing significantly more damage, but the tower will fall. And this could be a big swing. Oh, the sniper doesn't get it. There's a lot of Mustang on the field and a few Phoenix. These Phoenix don't have a range upgrade, so the snipers will take them out no problem. If the sniper's able to come back online... No, shooting Mustang. That's going to cost him some points. It's a lot of life. Alright, it's the back and forth. Arbiter pushing ahead a little bit now. Ooh. Orbital Bombard could go off twice. Yeah, Forgotten's thinking along the same lines. The Smoke Bomb could go off potentially... Well, the Smoke Bomb could go off twice. The Electromagnetic Impact could potentially go off 3 more times. I do like this Nano Repair Kit as well as a possibility. We'll take a look there in a second. QG still not really choosing a lot of units. Let's see what Arbiter's doing here. Grabbing some crawlers. I don't hate that. He just needs something to absorb damage, and these snipers will just shoot the heck out of crawlers, and then, you know, whatever. It is it is tough to swallow though, just because he knows that there's a lot of anti-crawler on the field, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I do apologize for the soft breaks here. I don't know why Mechabellum does this, but it's like 11 o'clock my time, and I have been casting since 8 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, just take that with a grain of salt if I'm a little slow. I do apologize for that. I do like this Rhino actually having the photons emissions. That will help quite a bit. This electromagnetic impact was meant to slow these units. It will actually deal a significant amount of damage to the shield, which is not a win, but at least it's something. I do like these double sentry turrets as well. And these Phoenix still being an ever-present threat does make this a little bit easier. This Rhino will be cleaned up very quickly, though. It's all about getting the Rhinos back on target very quickly, and they do. Ooh, this Rhino's running away, though. He senses the blood in the water, and he's going to try and scarp her. Not a bad choice. Little Rhino that could. He gets caught in between the flanks, though. We do see mass Mustang. They're going to take the tower. That orbital bombardment did deal some damage. It wasn't, in my opinion, the best thing in the world, but... Man, look at these Rhino just planking away. They don't really have any upgrades that I remember. Nope. No upgrades. Just kind of shooting the little gun trucks that could. All right, Arbiter making a good name for himself. He is a North American runner-up from before, so you'd expect him to play very well. Ion Blast, Wasp Swarm. Wasp Swarm would be annoying for both players. There are some Mustang on the field for both players. Yeah? No. There aren't any Mustang on the field here. QGTV going with the Wasp Swarm. He knows what it's all about. If I was Forgotten, I'd be thinking about the Wasps as well. He does grab it. Oh, and he's countering GQs. Not bad. I mean, he does already have the sentry turrets, but if he counters it and most of the snipers go down, he's in a phenomenal spot. Grabbing the AoE on his Mustang, just hoping to kill off crawlers quicker. Where did that Mustang go? Over here on the right flank? Yeah. Still not seeing QG utilize the flanks at all. These flanks could actually take a significant beating. Choosing to munch down some units, not a bad choice. Oh, and I love the Vulcan. That Vulcan is just going to tear through these chaff, weak, flappy units. Not bad. He doesn't even really need the upgrade here because all of these units are going to chase their way in. I think Arbiter thinks it might be the last play of the game. It could potentially be. With QJTV in the danger zone, he could go down this round. I'd be surprised if Forgotten took enough damage to deal any to put him into the danger zone, even if he loses. Vulcan doing damage, Wasps just fighting it out. Looks like the friendly Wasps for some reason won that. Who knows? It's always kind of random who wins and who dies. It does seem like the Forgotten's army is going to push up here. Having these little Wasps for support. These Phoenix don't have a single upgrade, but they've been performing very well throughout the game. And down goes the sniper. Huge is in his last legs now. He knows no matter what, if he loses a round, he is dead. I mean, unless he loses a round and there's like a Mustang on the field, he's in a tough spot. Ooh. Huge going with the deployment specialist. I was going to say, normally I think the deployment specialist is very much worth it. However, given what's on the field at this point, he may have been better just saving the money. This is his first specialist. Oh, and he's getting a little spicy. Opting to grab the mind control. Okay, hackers go. I do like this. Oh my gosh, he's got 3 of them with the health upgrade. That's actually really important because what could happen is that he takes over something like this Rhino. It's on like 10% health. It turns and immediately gets gimped out by one of these Phoenixes and it just takes out his left-hand flank with it. Oh my god. Oh my. Will it work? I think this tower will actually kill the Rhino too quickly. I shouldn't call them towers. That turret might just kill it way too quickly. There's another turret. Not bad. I don't know why I'm calling them turrets either. Missiles. I played a lot of Team Fortress 2 as well. Ooh, there's the crawlers, but these crawlers are going to get absolutely ganked by the Mustangs. All right, it's all to play for. He's upgrading both of his Mustangs. I do like that. Their damage isn't super high, but you know what? They have a lot of splash damage, and that can make a difference. Let's see if these hackers are able to get it done. They'll definitely grab this Mustang because of the steel balls. If they both target down on the Rhino, he'll get it too. Oh, he does. It's a huge turnaround. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Unfortunately, the Rhino will die and just kill everything with it, but it does leave him with a sniper. The sniper has a lot of work to do, but he's making it work. Down go the Mustang. And several Mustang drawing his own missiles. That's $50 wasted. Man, hackers, do or die, baby. Well, he knows that he's always going to have a free Mustang. And at least 1 or 2 free Rhinos. Now, the reason I mentioned that our player Huge here knows that he's going to have at least 1 or 2 free rhinos, and most importantly, a couple of Mustang. Is that hackers have a really interesting ability, and that when they claim a unit, especially if it's a group of units that don't shoot very quickly, like tanks, like arclights, things like that, if he grabs one, all of the units turn to actually shoot the closest unit to them, and that can significantly delay the rate of fire. So that can make a difference here. Opting to eat his own rhino, not a bad idea. You know, he just needs it to come back. It's a liability at this point. The super heavy armor coming down. Interesting. That rhino's in a significantly more dangerous position, unfortunately. Just because I don't think this heavy armor will do a lot. Unfortunately, there's steel balls on the field, and their damage scales up. Overlord, though, I do like this. There isn't a lot of things that shoot up. In fact, there's what, 3 marksmen? Is there anything else for the enemy, for Huge, that actually shoots up? Not really. If he wins the war in the sky, he wins, period. He's got 3 targets. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be mission impossible, though. He's got to somehow get behind all of these units, crush them out, and then win. Oh, there's the hackers. Already converting the those crawlers. It's not going to be enough, but actually having the crawlers come off the field could be phenomenal. And he's going to grab this rhino. The rhino's going to pull all of those Phoenix shots for a moment. Is it quick enough to get into the Mustang? Oh my god, it is. Doesn't matter too much, but it does clear them up, leaving him a Vulcan just to get shot a bunch. Mission impossible onto those snipers. It's not going to be enough. Wow. Forgotten Arbiter. Really in a tough spot. It most likely will be enough to knock him out of the game. Yeah, it will definitely be enough. Good plays here by Huge. Just being able to switch it up there at the end. I do love a good comeback story. Phenomenal plays by both players. Let's see here. W and Zoom are still going at it. Oh my god. It's a rumbling. We did see Mass Fortress come out at the very late game in the Asian tournament earlier this morning, and they did do a very good job. I should say the Asian server. Or the server 201. I don't know. I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Off go the fortresses, dealing a lot of damage. Absolutely decimating it. Ooh, these melting points are on point, though. Left flank's going to crumble, then the right flank will crumble. It's going to be a tale of 2 cities once again. These melting points are going to be getting so much XP, though. It looks like there's slightly more units on the right side, and they claim the tower first, allowing them to engage quicker. Do these snipers have a range upgrade? They don't. Melting point does, though. Oh, that tower going down is going to hurt, though. Oh, but you know what? Oh, no, both towers going down. Oh, he outranges him. That's going to really hurt. These snipers are significantly worse. 2 snipers. Oh, I've got to give it to our player on the left. There's just no way it's going to work. Zoom. I think it's Zoom. Zoom, a bloody killer this game. Is it going to take out W? W's played exceedingly well in all of these tournaments. I'd love to see him get a little thing on his name. Lightning Storm here, coming out early and quick by W. Just trying to clear out the chaff on the left-hand side. And Stormcallers. I do like the Stormcallers. 3 Stormcallers. Yes, W. Oh, with the electromagnetic shock. Alright. Well, we'll finally be able to test and see if AoE matters. Lightning Storm a little bit less dangerous for W, just because his fortress already all have barrier as well. Where's he going to put these Stormcallers? Probably just tuck them right in between the fortress's legs. Not a bad place. Is Zoom going to be able to sniff out the Lightning Storm? If he doesn't, that's going to slow him down in a big way. It doesn't look... Yeah, these Stormcallers are going to be in a safe spot. Arclights, not having any upgrades. A lot of these units unupgraded. Whereas Zoom's gotten a few tech choices and upgrades on most of his units. Wow. Grabbing the splash or the high explosives. Yeah, splash damage upgrade here for the Mustang. Interesting choice. There isn't really a lot of chaff. I guess he's just trying to clear things away a little bit quicker. That way his melting points can do the damage that they need. And actually having this life absorption is great against things like Fortress. Fortress have so much HP. Even taking 60% of it, you might say, well, it's only 60%. 60% of 74,000 is a significant amount. It's almost enough to refill. Oh, it's enough to refill more than fully half. There's the lightning storm. It gets a lot of damage in. Taking out Phoenix. Not really dealing any damage to the snipers, though. That is unfortunate. Unfortunately, I don't see it happening here. Is he going to be able to shut it down? I don't think so. No, these melting points. Level 3 melting point is just going to do too much damage to him. And unfortunately, Stormcallers are great, but at level 1, they're only doing 92 damage a shot. They have a bit of splash damage, sure. They might get this sniper. They do. But W's going to be in a really tough spot here. Oh my god, he's got 17 HP. Come on, W. Zoom, very good plays as well. Both players opting for the laser sight. Really good choices here. Ooh, I didn't see these Phoenix before. He's leveling them. Okay. A little bit of Phoenix warfare. Wouldn't be a bad choice. Both players have a lot of units unlocked. Going with more Stormcallers. He's just trying to bring the thunder. Not a bad choice. They will do some damage. I don't think it's going to be the damage that he needs, but ooh, background Rhino. That's going to catch him unawares. That's a good finisher. Does Zoom have the ability to grab his nuke? He does. He's got the cash still. W cannot play out a nuke. Really? He just wants to protect them. Not a bad choice. Oh, Zoom does get the nuke. Nuking the center. He doesn't know it, but he's going to catch out a lot more units than he originally bargained for. Oh, and eating one of his units. Interesting choice. Allowing himself to grab another. What? He's got the cash. Phoenix. Okay. Not bad. Phoenix out here on the left. Let's see how well this Rhino does. I don't think it will be opposed at all. Oh, but there is a level 3 sniper here. It might be enough to take it out. The sniper's going to be melting a lot of units. Steel Ball doing a great job. Those shields held up for a lot longer than I would have thought. Here comes the nuke. Oh, and it catches the Phoenix. That sniper is not enough. And with the Phoenix going down, the center collapsing, I just don't think it's going to be enough. This Rhino is now just running amok, killing off tons and tons of Stormcallers, causing the Stormcallers to shoot the wrong things. Oh, it's going to be... well... his tower's going to fall again. It really depends where these Phoenix end up lying. Taking out Stormcallers, that doesn't matter. But once they start getting on the snipers, that's it. That's GG. He gets the tower. The sniper has so much work for itself. But he's going to slow it. Alright, he's got 2 Phoenix. It might work. I think it will work. That's a good amount of damage. It's going to have to chew through another fortress. It doesn't matter if the fortress dies. All that matters is that this huge melting point goes down. He's losing a lot of DPS as these Phoenix fall. Oh, it might not be enough. W's probably on the skin of his teeth. The edge of his seat even. I don't know why he'd be on the skin of his teeth. That would be really weird. Oh, GG. Man, that melting point really paid for itself. Into the semifinals, it's going to be Huge TV, QJTV. That's actually an easier way of saying it. Versus Crannock. We have our the advanced runner-up versus Zoom. We'll have to see. We only see one North American server player in the North American runner-up. Let's hear it for Zoom. Let's take a look. Both these players have played extremely well. Be really interested in seeing what they can pull off here. Audio's quiet. There we go. I guess the sound isn't on just yet. Okay, game. Quick supply specialist coming out here for Zoom. I do like this. These crawlers, sledgehammer, he doesn't have anything that shoots up. The only thing that Huge could get here that would really be difficult for him to deal with would be those Phoenix. There's the music. Gee Louise, kicking in a big way. What did he end up picking up here? Quick supply versus aerial. Ooh. All right. Huge has been able to make transitions work out really well, and we've seen a lot more units coming out in these tournaments than we normally do. Normally, we see maybe 5 to 7 units, 8 at most. A lot of players opting for 8 to 10 units. Really interesting in that choice. Guarding the flanks with his crawlers for Zoom. Pulling everything back here for Huge. Zoom has a lot of money to work with early game. He can choose to save it. I've seen people save their extra $200 for 2-3 rounds just until they can really commit to a hard counter and then just absolutely sweep the game. And I think that's really the power here of the quick supply specialist. Both players taking their time though. Phoenix. A lot of Phoenix. I do like this. Of course, Huge being an aerial specialist, he could have gotten Phoenix of his own. Doesn't have any. His Phoenix would be significantly better. But, alright. Just the one. One and done. Zoom, you've got 10 seconds. You've got $100. Make it work. I don't think he really cares. He could save it. Not a bad choice to save it. It's a lot of dosh. He comes down. Phoenixes are just... He's going to win this no matter what. There's nothing that shoots up. So he's in a very safe position. We're just going to watch this, kind of see what happens. These steel balls will eventually help clean up these crawlers. Unfortunately, these tanks don't really die. They hold up really well against arc lights. Arc lights just don't do that much damage. And these crawlers, after winning, are able to get into the steel balls. Wow. Boop. Yeah, if you ever want to crawl or deal with a bunch of steel balls, crawlers do very well. Mustangs with snipers do really well. What else? Of course, anything that's flying does significantly well. Steel balls often get paired up with a lot of Fang. We saw that really recently in our stream. And that can be difficult to deal with. Just because really high level Fang with a range increase suddenly become just little DPS demons. But in this case, Huge probably going to want to grab some Phoenix of his own or Wasps. Zoom opting for the shield. What does he shield? Shielding the tanks. Tanky tanks. And getting some Fang. Man, Zoom, are you reading my mind? I was going to say some Fang wouldn't be amiss here. Just to kind of hold down the back line. Where did he put them? In front of the tanks. Okay, to absorb damage. Not a bad choice either. Second unit just to absorb it. So the way that I like to think about a lot of these units, crawlers escort fast units. Fang escort slow units. So having a couple units of Fang to just keep your slow units chugging along safe is not a bad idea. Having a couple of fast units to protect your more quickly moving units. So crawlers, a great screen for things like Mustang, for things like Phoenix. Fang, great for tanks, great for fortresses, just anything that has a slower move speed really does make a difference. And I actually like these Fang being on the flank here. Most likely we'll see that these crawlers and steel balls do the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Huge really focuses on our left flank. He's got 20 seconds and 400 bucks. What does he do? Is he still on the panel? Finally getting it. What did he pick? Subsidized steel balls. Really? Okay, bud. 10 seconds. More crawlers, more steel ball. Hey, the steel balls will do really well against these tanks. He still didn't pick anything that shoots up, though. Oh my god, that missile came in at such a good angle. And there's the Fang just there to chew up a little bit more. I'd actually be really interested in seeing how this engagement goes. In total, we have 200 points versus 300 points, and I think those 200 are gonna win. Look at them go. Man, that's gonna feel bad. That's gonna feel real, real bad. Steel balls do not deal with hordes whatsoever either. Alright. Zoom really pushing forward here. Choosing just to take the money and run. Man, he did that so quick. The photon emission is a wonderful power-up. Elite Fang would have been pretty good for him too, or maybe even a barrier, but no, he's saying, give me the money, honey. And moving forward. Grabbing some more Phoenix. I think that's a good play. For whatever reason, Huge is just not picking up things that shoot up. I mean, there's only been one Phoenix on the field until this point. So is it really that big of an issue? I don't think so. It will be really interesting to see what he does now, though. Grabbing Mustang. Not a bad choice. These Mustang are going to deal significant amounts of damage to the Fang. In fact, Mustang normally clear units of Fang without losing a single unit. And he grabbed the barrier. Okay, he doesn't have a giant unit yet, but he could get a Vulcan? Vulcan wouldn't go amiss here. I do like this tank play, man. Tanks are just fun, and I do like Huge splitting up his Mustang. He's thinking, hey, these take out the Fang really well, and you know what? If they clear up these Phoenix in the bottom line, phenomenal. It all comes down to these Mustang, though. If the Mustangs somehow get cleared out, he's not going to be able to do anything else about it. Crawlers coming to their dooms. Ooh. These Phoenix got to be careful. Luckily, the Mustangs are shooting at crawlers right now. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close for the Phoenix on both sides. These tanks are going to absorb a lot of damage for the Phoenix on the right, though. And on the left. Jeez, that's got to feel bad. A lot of health on these sledgehammers, though. Really good. Huge in a really tough position here. Zoom has been dominant throughout these matches. He's going to need to continue this if he hopes to take the championship in the next round. Does Huge get the manufacturing? He has the barrier for a giant, and a giant would be pretty darn good here. Also, he did grab the aerial specialist, and so far he has played no aerial units. That could be the issue that's causing him to slowly let this game slip. I do like the shield drop. Shield drop from Zoom. It just gives him a little bit more HP. There's the Vulcan. Man, I've been waiting for this bad boy. He could double barrier. Now, unfortunately, once the Vulcan clears up these units, it's going to kill these Fang really quickly. Phenomenal. It just means that the steel balls can get in here and deal with tanks. However, there's still not a lot that shoots up, so he's hoping... Oh, he's grabbing two. That's what I was hoping for. Because once these Vulcan clear these units, they're going to get stuck shooting tanks. And it takes the Vulcan a little while to clear tanks. Okay, he's double shielding. Not a bad choice. It's really cool to see the way that those shields move with each other. Honestly, really not a bad choice. There's the other shield, though, and that's going to protect these tanks and, more importantly, their entourage for a lot longer. Able to pick through it. Oh, it's going to be real close. These Phoenix will go down. The right side here has collapsed. Oh, the one little Vulcan that could. He's not going to be able to do it. A shield is a great counter to a Vulcan. However, will these units be able to engage in time? He doesn't have a lot of armor penetration left on the field. And these sledgehammers are looking pretty darn healthy. He'll almost certainly take out the Phoenix, but I don't think he has enough gusto here to finish it off. He needs something that deals a little bit more single point damage. There's the fire. Now the fire's pretty good at actually just clearing away the shield. Remember, the shield takes 100% of damage, at least the initial shot, and then it's the unit's HP pool. And honestly, having these units with the portable shield just gives them so much more HP. Huge is again taking some damage. He made headway though. He made significant headway. Now he's just got to make it work. And unfortunately, not having a lot of single point damage also means that he didn't take out the shield. Free shield there. Does Huge go with the underground threat? We've seen it work really well in the past. He doesn't have a perfect spot for it. He doesn't have any really bad spots, but he doesn't have a perfect spot for it. If he put it here, these crawlers might zoom down the field in enough time. He needs something that deals damage. He does go with the crawlers, but he needs a single target threat. I do like the Overlord here for Zoom. Zoom could potentially win it. And again, we don't see a single aerial unit here for Huge. Really interesting choice. Grabbing just a lot more meat. I do like this here for Zoom. If he can continue to protect his units, he's going to be in a good way. And if he can make these units come in at different points in time, he's going to be in a good time. I like this a lot. Grabbing the Miyamoto or the Overlord artillery, not bad. Just means it will always be shooting down every what? Does it say when? Attack every 3 seconds. There we go. That's a lot of artillery shells coming out. Okay. Blast away. Finally, we see some Phoenix here. These Phoenix will outrange the enemy Phoenix. Not a bad choice. Wow, and a lot of shielding. That's a lot of shields. All of his forces are gonna just kind of walk beyond it. And then, I don't know, do something. These Phoenix coming down are going to make a lot of difference. He needs these steel balls to get on target. They all die before they're able to do so. Not quite good enough. Phoenix taking on tanks, though. Could deal a lot of damage. Once again, he's going to wrap up the right. Those crawlers didn't do enough damage. He's going to be slow, but the steel balls are on the tower. Look at the melt. He's got to melt it right on time. He does. His units will come online just a moment sooner. Mustang are going to clear it all up, then turn on the Phoenix, but again, he doesn't really have anything that does single target damage. These steel balls are okay at it, but they're not going to do enough to really make it worthwhile. Oh, but he does get a tank. It's not enough to kill Huge, but he's in a really tough spot. A really, really tough spot. Oof. There's enough meat and potatoes on the field for Zoom. Zoom is showing out really, really well here. Huge TV. Could he win it? Or QJTV. I really hope I haven't been mispronouncing his name this whole time. I'll send him a message in private chat later and be like, yo, how do you say your name? That could be fun. Just some random weirdo texting you in the middle of the night. Hey, whatever. I'd like to see this Overlord actually get an upgrade. It does. Reading my mind again. Sledgehammer's getting an upgrade would be significant. At this point, they're dealing enough damage, and they can move quick enough to really do enough damage to reposition. This is probably one of the most important upgrades here for the Sledgehammer in most cases. I do like range upgrades on basically everything, but range is expensive. Going up to level 3, man, you do love to see these bright colored tanks. Not normally what you'd want to put on a tank in real life, but hey, whatever. Huge summoning his own Overlord in. Alright, he's got his own little Air Force going. Oh, and this photon emission is going to be huge. Just able to shield a ton of his units from potential damage. That's really great. 16 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but I mean, as we've seen in this tournament, just you wait. That 16 seconds is going to last an eternity. Both players getting some sentries. And some shields. There it is. There's the next one. Oh, this could be the push he needed. Man, the shield's finally going down now that the Phoenix are there. The shield will drop very quickly. The steel ball's not dying as quickly as normal because of that photon emission. Vulcan doesn't really stand a chance here, though, unfortunately. And I think he'll push forward because, once again, these tanks are able to absorb a lot of damage, and he still has a little bit of meat in the form of these Fang just to absorb the important shots. Oh, it could go either way here. Obviously, the most important thing on the field right now is this flying Overlord here. If he loses this, he's definitely lost the game. I don't see it being enough. Here comes the Cinnamon. Oh, no. It's not enough. I was hoping that that would just come in. The Phoenix would all line up perfectly, instantly get taken out, but no. That's going to be a GG. Zoom didn't lose a single point of health. Talk about dominant. Gee Louise. What great plays here. Cranach is still in the game. Let's see what he can do. Orbital bombardment for both players. It is just madness. It's already round 8. Both players could die at any moment. Alright. There's a lot of Mustang. And a lot of Fang. Not really that many, actually. Only 2. Wow, there's a lot of Mustang on the field. Okay, the little gun trucks that can. I do like the splash upgrade here for the Mustangs of our red player. It makes them a little bit more effective at killing off enemy Mustang. There's a lot of Overlords. Not bad. No giant units here for Cranach. I do think that some of the giant units could use a bit of a buff, especially the Fortress. The Fortress could really use a buff, but hey, you know, what are you going to do? Lots of damage coming out here. Those Rhinos self-detonating, taking units with them. He's going to get a unit of crawlers and maybe another Rhino. Yeah, not bad. Down go the Overlords. Oh, this guy's holding on for a long time. He doesn't have the health, but he just has a ton of HP. It will eventually go down. There's just too many Mustang. Go, little Mustang, go. And that's going to be game. Good job here for Cranach. We know who our players are. It's going to be Zoom versus Cranach for all of the marbles. Arbiter, let's see how he's doing, man. I hope he wins it. Oh. He's in a bit of a rough spot. I do like the flames on these Vulcan. It's kind of fun. He's just going to cook down all of these units here in the center field. One Vulcan ranking up a ton of kills. Oh, he's going to get a Mustang. Not bad. Once again, we see this mass Overlord play. Not a bad choice. Taking out a tower. The Vulcan's flames are not effective. Whoopsies. As I was saying, the Vulcan's flames are not affected by the tower loss, though. Those flames just do damage based on them being flames. Doesn't really have a lot that shoots up. And there's level 2, level 3 Overlords. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. It's going to be a lot of damage. Phoenix just getting absolutely toasted. Goodbye, little Wasp. my gosh, Arbiter holding on by the skin of his teeth. Is he going to be able to bring it all around town? You got to SpongeBob this, man. Be like a goldfish and just move forward and win this game. That's all you have to do. You just have to push for a little while longer. Both players holding onto their cash for quite a while. Oh. Dance of the Overlords. At level 3, and level 2, that's a lot of HP. 51,000, 84,000, 34,000. That's a lot of HP. Transitioning to snipers at this point would not work well for him. He has to get a melting point if he wants to deal with these quickly and efficiently. I do like this mass wasp play as well. Wasps are just good units. There's the melting point. Does he get the range on it? He can. Instead opting for a level 2. There's one. Does he get number 2? Oh my god. He sniffed it out. Instead going with the lifelink. Honestly, not a bad choice. These overlords will just rush into their deaths, and the melting point will be able to heal off of it as time continues. I do like that. I may have opted personally for the range, but I do like this quite a bit. Lots of shielding. I do like that. The more shields, the better. Neither player trying to really win with a whole bunch of shenanigans, though. That's always a good thing. There's the fire. It's a little bit too far off to the left. It's unfortunate, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes the melting point. Down goes the rest of these wasps. And all of a sudden, it's looking like it's very much going to be a game for our player in red. That's okay, Arbiter. You really gave it a good go. It was a wonderful pleasure watching you. I just don't think you have enough to deal with all this chaff. There's a lot of chaff in the air. And that's going to be GG. Good job, Arbiter. You tried. And that's what's important. Alrighty, everybody. I will be back in 3 minutes. It's on. Last round. Let's make it work. Cranach versus Zoom. I'd be really happy to see either of these players win. Could be good. Is this W? Oh, I wanted to see if W was viewing the games. Who is it going to be? Place your bets now. Oh, man. Giant Specialist isn't great, but this is a strong early hand. Speed is good. And honestly, getting Stormcallers out early, they do pay for themselves over time. I'd be tempted by this as well. Okay. Grabbing the aerial specialist. Will Cranach actually play air? Yeah, he's already got more air out than we saw in the last game. And the speed. Great. I do like this. He does have a problem, though. None of his units shoot up. And that's going to be an issue. Does Zoom go for snipers, or does he go for Fang? Both are slightly outclassed at this point. Luckily for him, though. Oh, eating a unit of Stormcallers. Instead grabbing Mustang. Alright. Okay. Interesting choice. Field recovery costing... I think it should only cost 100. Does it cost 150? I don't know about that. I'm not sure where his other 50 dosh went. We'll find out. If I was Cranach, I might even lean into these Phoenix and just say, hey, get me 3. No, he chose to eat the Phoenix as well. Only having 1 Phoenix. Oh, instead getting a Rhino. Oh my god, the bloody fist of Gork coming down on this right-hand flank. Interesting choice. And he's leaving his left flank completely unguarded. Yeah, these Phoenix are going to claim the tower super quickly. We'll see a tower swap. Honestly... Oh, this could go either way. I mean, these Stormcallers are just such a great answer to Fang. I'm surprised he chose to 8 them. I mean, he could have just continued down that path, but no, he's saying, hey, I don't need it. I'd rather have some Mustang. Oh, you know where the 50 bucks went? Unlocking the Mustang. I'm just a silly boy. Here come the Fang. Planking away. Oh, there goes the tower. It's gonna let these Fang just keep shooting for a minute longer. It's not a long minute, but it's a minute. And these Phoenix are gonna come in at a good angle to start picking off Stormcallers. I don't think it will matter though. Now they're in the deep end. These Mustang are gonna zoom in and start eating. Oh, those are 2 dead Phoenixes. Yeah, it's gonna be a bad trade here. Gosh, look how fast those crawlers are with the speed upgrade. That's why I love the speed upgrade. Your units just cover distances, man. Look at them go. Wow. So quick fast. And these poor little Fang. They didn't stand a chance, man. They just wanted to live their best lives. Alright, Zoom looking pretty dominant again. Crannock in a bad spot. Now Zoom knows about this crazy Rhino. Missile strike coming out for Crannock. Not a bad choice whatsoever. Do we see missiles? Do we see marksmen? Do we see crawlers? Or does Zoom just take the cash? This is going to do a lot of damage. Choosing to eat something. What did he eat? I don't know. He kept the Stormcallers. He's got 500 dosh now. Movement coming out here for the research center. Not a bad choice. Oh, and I do like these wasps. Wow, he actually ate his Phoenix here for Crannock. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad option. And the Stormcallers are gone. I guess he ate the Stormcallers. Wow, is it going to be the bloody fist of rhinos? Okay, Rhino versus Rhino. These Fang will be here just to do a little bit of damage. There's nothing else that shoots up. This should clear it, giving them a unit of Fang versus a unit of Crawler. My money's on the Crawlers. I have seen it go either way in the past, but normally speaking, the Crawlers win that. 20 seconds. Crannock with $100. What do you do, bud? You can save it. You can get an upgrade. If your little boys shoot a little bit quicker, they could deal some more damage. If they had a little bit more health, that could be good. I'd honestly possibly look at the attack upgrade. There's no way that these Fang hold up against the Rhino, though. Even though it's level 2, it has a lot of support. Oh, he gets it. But there's nothing else that shoots up. So eventually, old Crannock will win this. Okay. Well, weird game. So far, it's been a vicious fist fight on both players' sides. It's kind of like entering into like a knife fighting competition, but you're both completely naked and covered in mud. Everybody's going to be unhappy. But hey, not bad choices. These little wasps are going to get some levels, that's for sure. Already level 1. Oh my gosh, this little hit squad. Run for your lives, Fang. You are too beautiful for this world. Alright, and these 5 crawlers will just eventually plink away. There's 60 seconds left in the round. They'll definitely be able to get the damage out. And now we wait. Good shooting. Zoom taking some damage back. I bet he does not love that. What do we see? Deployment specialist here for Zoom. Interesting. Crannock skips. He says I only need 2. Mustangs. I love it. He'd already previously eaten Mustangs, if memory serves. Now they're back out. Oh. Alright. Let's see if it works. More Mustang. Okay. Not bad. Crannock still has some cash. Opting to eat something. Eating the Fang. Gosh, this poor little Fang. I don't really know why he chose to eat the Fang. Maybe just to get them out of the way? He could redeploy another one? No, he needed the cash for the detonation. That will work. I'm pretty sure these Mustang will survive it, though. And if he detonates here, everything's on the ground. There he goes. The march of the little death boy. Alright, this will clear everything. Except for that Mustang. Those Mustang are going to be more than enough. Oh, crawlers in the back line. He's going to lose both towers at a really bad spot, and this Overlord is alone and afraid against a bunch of Mustang. It will definitely go down. All right. Wow. Very quick round. Cranach taking a significant amount of damage there. I'm surprised he put all of his eggs in one basket with a giant unit. He could he could go crazy for giant units. Cranach does go crazy for Cocoa Puffs. Ooh, and that shield is going to be huge. What about these guys? He could just put a couple of turrets on both of his units. Opting to eat something again. I think it was that unit of Fang there. He's slowly transitioning away from the Fang. These Mustangs are suddenly much more dangerous against the Overlords. Opting to eat a unit of Crawlers. He knows those Crawlers are dead anyway, so what's the point? Okay, there's the turret. Instead of getting a unit of Phoenix. Wow, return to Phoenix. It's just been a madhouse game as players continue to swap things out. It's keeping their boards really limited. But this is what we see a lot from these top players is that, hey, I don't have the best units out here right now. I got to keep catching my opponent off guard over and over and over. But eventually, units with a lot of upgrades will win out. There's the shield. It's not enough to protect these Wasps, though. The Wasps are going to go down really quickly. Big explosion. Does he have enough support here by the Fang? It's not insignificant, but I don't think it will be enough. Man, these Mustangs making a great showing of themselves. Killing off Overlords left, right, and center. That's gotta hurt. Overlords have the lowest HP of any of the Giants. That's why these Mustang do so well against them. Zoom opting for Giant Hunter. This could really shut Cranach out of the game. If Zoom is able to get an extra 50, 100, 150 gold per turn, he's just going to win. It's so hard to come back from a deficit like that. Cranach needs to win these rounds, and he needs to keep his Overlords alive. That's tough. That's real tough. Interesting that it's a unit of Crawlers and not an aggressive unit of Fang. There's the missile. There's the aggression. Man, Cranach needs some units, and he needs them fast. I don't think that these Overlords will do it for you. He needs some meat on ground. Stormcallers would be good. Instead, opting for what? Double units of Mustangs. With the splash damage, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. He'll definitely be able to take out these Crawlers with it. And he's opting to put it behind this unit of Fang. Not a bad choice. Getting another one. Putting it right over here. This is actually going to be really good for him. He didn't know it at the time, but this will save him a lot of grief. Alright. 14 seconds left. Oh, choosing to eat something. He doesn't have a lot of eat. Cranach, slow down. Getting the cash for the cannon. Not bad. That artillery does help quite a bit. There it goes. Burying him out. Oh no. There's no way that the Mustang have enough damage. Oh no. There goes the tower. That completely pushes his flank. Oh, but he won in a big way over here on the left. Will it be enough? It's going to be mass... Oh my god. This Rhino coming out of nowhere. Okay. It's going to be mass Mustang versus an Overlord. Ooh, but that mass Mustang just suffered a significant loss. Oh no. This is not going to go his way. Once that Rhino makes contact, yeah, clearing up the rest of the Mustang. I think that just the Fang alone could finish off the Phoenix. Wow, look at them plink away. Zoom taking some damage. It's neck and neck again. Let's see what he can do. Zoom skipping really quickly there. There's quite a bit of good ammo though. Chronic choosing for the Photon emission. Gonna keep his boys alive. Not a bad choice. So a lot of people don't really upgrade their rhinos after getting the final blitz. Remember, the final blitz does damage based on the rhino's max HP, but also if your rhino's able to survive an engagement, let's say it's only on 20% HP, but then it re-engages, it's based on the max health when it dies. So if your rhino can survive, it can just get more and more value as the game continues. Range increase and damage here from the Mustang against aerial units. It's making these overlords a more risky proposition as time continues. Both players choosing to let the timer run out. They don't have any cash. I'm not really too sure why. Okay, there we go. Moving him up and in. Having this range increase on the Mustang just keeps them a lot safer from the final blitz as well. Oh, there we go. The cut across. Look at him go. You. Oh, that slowdown's going to be devastating. Those Mustangs really easily cleaning up the crawlers. Oh no. I think that Overlord was too slow. I think he was too slow turning. He's going to get it. He's definitely going to get it. And that will be a ton of damage coming out here on Kranok. Oh, he does get the Rhino, though. That saves him a bit. Not too much damage now. A Vulcan with range would be great. Just to burn down a lot of these bad boys. Heavy armor would be pretty good as well. Kranok seeing it and getting it. Upgrading his units. The heavy armor coming out on this Rhino. Interesting choice. What's next? Missile interception. Not really too useful, but range would be good. Could go with more Rhino just to push things out. He doesn't need to, but he could. I think this Rhino is going to just skip and hop its way into the town, though. If it takes out the tower... Oh, no, those Phoenix are now in a great spot to counter it. Oh, Phoenix with the range upgrade. Ouch, putting the nail in the coffin. He really needs a range upgrade on his own Mustangs here for Kranok. Range upgrade for the Mustang. Man, I can read minds. Movement speed increase. Interesting. Oh yeah, both trying to push in. I don't know if it will be enough. I don't know. I'm not sure how these two units will interact. They both want to fight each other, but they're on the path not to fight each other. Normally when one unit wants to fight the other, one will just dance around it. So I'm assuming they're both going to kind of ignore each other. They might come closer and take a swipe or two, but I don't think they'll have enough time to actually fight each other. Yeah, just ignoring him. Oh no. There goes all of the Mustang here on the right. Oh, devastating. Absolutely devastating. Is there going to be enough here on the left to win it? Oh, I don't think so. Going to be a power move for Kranok to win this. Mustang's dealing some damage. Zoom taking some damage as well. Man, I do like that it's very back and forth. Zoom has a slightly higher HP total, though, which means he can do equal trades until he wins. Oh. Intensive training coming out here for Zoom. Not a bad choice. Both players opting for the intensive training. I do like that quite a bit. What is he going to use it on, though? Upgrading the Rhino. Level 3, baby. Oh, and getting power armor. Wow, that's a lot more HP. Battleship's getting some upgrades. Not bad choices. Oh, and the little dancing Rhino's going to try and make his way in again. Can Kranok seal the deal here? Either player wins a significant victory at this point if they win this round. This might be the pivotal round. Zoom has cash. He gets the upgrades. We don't see him here from Kronok. Kronok still has a little bit of cash. He can use his upgrade. Instead, he grabs the movement speed. Not bad. One shield's coming out. Shield's actually defending really well here. 2 shields coming out. Okay. Not bad. Here comes this loud Rhino, though, taking out a huge amount of Mustang. The more Mustang that die, the less likely he is to... oh my god. That cheeky Rhino might make all the difference. Wow! Kronok, knowing that he's going to lose, takes the surrender. Alright, we have a new winner. Congrats to Zoom. Looks like there's one more round here still in progress. Let's just see how it goes. JTV has been a good player this whole time. Incendiary bomb. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. North America Advanced Group 1. Wow. Great job. There's the nuke. Man, we've seen a lot of mass overlord. North Americans love their overlords. Kind of fun. Burning coming down. Going to get rid of a lot of Fang. Deal some damage to Steel Balls. Be able to kill off some Mustang. He could have just gone for burning down the middle. But he's got a nuke. Oh, here we go. Mass shielding. That's going to prevent a lot of the fire. There might be a little tickle right here, though. If he gets that little, just a little tickle, he could still end up getting a couple of units with it. Here comes some more Steel Balls. Steel Balls with the Crawler upgrade. I don't mind it. It's an interesting tech choice for sure. Alright, Nuclear Holocaust. Let's go. Start the bombing. Oh my god, look at these storm crawlers just shooting everywhere. Oh wow. No fire. But able to deal a lot of damage to another unit of Steel Balls. There's fire in the center. I don't know who laid that down. There's the nukes. Both just collapsing the left flanks for both players. But this is a lot of small units. And it's going to be too much here. Gosh, look at that perfect concave. That was some StarCraft 2 right there. Oh my god, that one little Stormcaller that wishes he could. Congratulations to Zoom, our brand new North American champion. Great job. W coming in second. Hey, good for him, man. And Kronok landing in third. Good, good, good. I'm really happy for them. I hope you all really enjoyed these streams. And I will see you shortly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This will be on YouTube very shortly. Probably 2 days.